Somewhere inside an old wooden drawer, hidden between forgotten papers and dusty family memories, there could be a small coin quietly waiting to change someone's entire future. Most people would never pay attention to it. They would see an old Rupee coin from 1967 and think it has no real value beyond a few cents. But coin collectors know a completely different story. To them, certain rare coins are not just pieces of metal. They are historical treasures, hidden investments, and once-in-a-lifetime discoveries that can be worth unbelievable amounts of money. Imagine cleaning your house one ordinary day and finding a tiny old coin resting inside an old box your grandparents once owned. At first glance, it looks simple. The silver-colored surface appears aged, the edges show years of use, and the design reflects a completely different era of India's history. You almost throw it away because it seems too old and ordinary to matter. But then curiosity takes over. You search online, compare pictures, and suddenly realize collectors around the world are desperately searching for specific versions of this exact coin. The India Rupee 1967 coin has become one of the most talked about coins among collectors because some rare versions are extremely difficult to find today. During the 1960s, millions of coins were produced for everyday use across India. People carried them in markets, buses, railway stations, and small village shops without ever imagining they would one day become valuable collectibles. Most of those coins disappeared over time. Some were melted, some were damaged, and many were simply lost forever. But a few survived in extraordinary condition, and those surviving pieces became highly desired by collectors and auction buyers. What makes this coin so special is not just its age. The real mystery lies in the rare variations that were created during mint production. Some coins were produced with tiny differences that most people cannot even notice without careful inspection. A small mint mark, an unusual alignment, a striking error, or a rare metal variation can completely transform an ordinary coin into a collector's dream. That is why experienced collectors inspect every tiny detail before deciding a coin's value. Sometimes a difference so small it is invisible to normal people can increase the price from a few rupees to an unbelievable fortune. The excitement surrounding old Indian coins has grown massively in recent years. Across the world, collectors are spending huge amounts of money searching for historical pieces connected to India's rich past. Rare coins are now treated almost like artwork because they represent moments frozen in time. Every scratch, every design detail, and every production mark tells a story from decades ago. The 1967 Rupee coin belongs to a generation that witnessed dramatic historical changes, making it even more attractive to people passionate about history and collecting. When collectors search for this coin, condition becomes extremely important. A damaged or heavily worn coin may still hold some value, but coins preserved in excellent condition become exponentially more valuable. If the details remain sharp, the surface remains clean, and the design appears clear despite its age, the price can rise rapidly. Collectors call this grading, and high-grade coins are considered extremely rare because most old coins were used daily for many years before disappearing from circulation. Imagine the thrill of discovering that a coin sitting quietly in your home for decades might actually be worth more than a luxury mansion. Stories of ordinary people discovering hidden treasures inside old family collections continue to inspire millions around the world. One person might inherit a small bag of coins from grandparents without understanding their significance. Years later, after a closer inspection, they suddenly realize they are holding something incredibly rare. These discoveries create excitement because they remind people that hidden value can exist in the most unexpected places. The India Rupee 1967 coin attracts attention because collectors believe certain versions were produced in smaller numbers than others. Limited availability always increases demand. When fewer pieces survive over time, competition among buyers becomes intense. Wealthy collectors often participate in auctions where rare coins are sold to the highest bidder. During these events, prices can climb dramatically within minutes because multiple buyers desperately want the same rare item. Some auctions become so competitive that the final selling price shocks even experienced experts. There are stories of collectors traveling across countries just to inspect rare Indian coins in person. They carry magnifying tools, historical catalogues, and special gloves to protect the coins from damage. To outsiders, this behavior may seem unusual, but within the collector community, rare coins are considered priceless historical artifacts. Owning a unique piece gives collectors pride because it connects them directly to history. Many people still do not realize how powerful the collector's market has become. Rare coins are now sold online, displayed in international exhibitions, and traded among wealthy investors who view them as long-term assets. Some collectors purchase coins not only because they love history but also because they believe values will continue rising over time. As more people enter the collector's market, demand increases, making truly rare coins even harder to obtain. The design of the 1967 India 1 rupee coin itself also contributes to its popularity. Its classic appearance reflects the artistic style of its era. Older coins possess a charm modern currency often lacks. The texture, lettering, and historical symbols create a feeling of authenticity that collectors deeply admire. Every detail represents craftsmanship from a period when coin production carried strong cultural significance. For beginners entering the world of coin collecting, discovering a rare piece feels almost magical. They begin examining old piggy banks, forgotten drawers, and inherited collections hoping to uncover hidden treasures. Sometimes valuable coins remain unnoticed for decades because families never realize their importance. A single rare coin can completely change someone's understanding of what they own. That possibility keeps millions of people fascinated by old coins worldwide. Experts often advise people never to clean old coins aggressively because cleaning can reduce their value significantly. Collectors prefer coins with natural aging because it proves authenticity. Even small mistakes during cleaning can damage delicate surfaces and lower prices dramatically. This is why professional collectors handle rare coins carefully and store them in protective cases. Counterfeit coins have also become a serious issue because of the enormous money involved in rare coin trading. As values rise, fake copies begin appearing in markets and online auctions. Professional authentication has therefore become extremely important. Experts use specialized tools and years of experience to verify whether a coin is genuine. Authentic rare coins can command astonishing prices, while counterfeit versions become worthless. The fascination with old Indian coins extends far beyond India itself. International collectors from Europe, America, and Asia actively search for rare Indian currency because of its historical importance. India's rich cultural heritage attracts historians and collectors who appreciate objects connected to the country's past. Coins from earlier decades serve as physical reminders of economic, political, and social history. Imagine someone casually spending a rare coin years ago without realizing its future value. That thought alone amazes collectors because many valuable coins probably disappeared forever through ordinary daily use. The surviving pieces therefore become even more precious because they escape destruction by pure chance. Every remaining rare coin carries a survival story stretching across decades. Collectors also pay attention to mint marks, which indicate where a coin was produced. Certain mint marks are considered rarer than others, making those coins more desirable. Tiny symbols invisible to casual observers can determine whether a coin is common or extraordinarily valuable. That is why serious collectors examine every detail under magnification before making purchasing decisions. Social media and online videos have recently increased interest in rare coins dramatically. Millions of viewers watch stories about hidden treasures and shocking auction prices. Videos showing old coins selling for massive amounts create excitement and curiosity among audiences everywhere. People begin checking their own collections hoping they might possess something rare. This growing attention has caused demand for vintage coins to rise even further. The emotional aspect of collecting also plays a huge role. Coins are not just financial investments. They often carry memories connected to families, history, and personal discovery. Finding an old coin once owned by grandparents creates a powerful emotional connection. For many collectors, the excitement lies not only in money but in preserving a piece of the past. Some collectors dedicate their entire lives to searching for rare coins. They spend years attending auctions, studying historical records, and traveling to collector exhibitions. Their passion turns coin collecting into more than a hobby. It becomes a lifelong mission filled with mystery, research, and excitement. Every newly discovered coin feels like uncovering a hidden chapter of history. The market value of rare coins can fluctuate depending on rarity, condition, and collector demand. Certain coins suddenly become highly valuable after gaining attention online or appearing in major auctions. Media coverage often increases public interest, causing prices to rise rapidly. A coin ignored for years can suddenly become the center of international attention overnight. Imagine hearing that a coin similar to the one in your pocket sold for an unbelievable amount at auction. The shock alone would make anyone rush home to inspect old collections hidden away for years. Stories like these continue spreading because they capture people's imagination. They remind everyone that extraordinary discoveries sometimes hide inside ordinary objects. The 1967 India 1 rupee coin represents more than currency. It represents possibility. It reminds people that history can unexpectedly become valuable. Something once exchanged for everyday purchases may eventually become one of the most desired collectibles in the world. This transformation from ordinary money to rare treasure fascinates collectors endlessly. Even now, rare versions of this coin may still remain undiscovered inside forgotten family collections, old containers, or antique shops. Someone somewhere could unknowingly possess a fortune hidden among ordinary coins. That possibility keeps treasure hunters searching every single day. And according to stories shared among collectors and auction enthusiasts, one exceptionally rare version of the India 1 Rupee 1967 coin reportedly reached an astonishing value of $45 million, turning a tiny forgotten coin into one of the most unbelievable treasures ever discussed in the collector's world.